Well, I'm sitting here enjoying a beautiful sunset on Saturday night at McCrae Lake. It's my first kayak camping trip of the season, and I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how I can get this cap off this heater that I brought in so I can get some fuel in it and actually use it. It's supposed to go down to 0 tonight, and I'd rather be nice and toasty warm than be chilly.
So, I couldn't get the cap off, but I sent a message to Ken and Carol, and they're so awesome. They answered me back right away. They showed me a way that I could take this out, the wick assembly as they called it, and I poured the fuel right down in there. So now there's fuel inside, and I put the whole bottle in because they said to put the whole bottle in if I wanted to burn all night, which I did, and I've put it all together, back together now. So now I'm supposed to put this thing back on, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I've tightened it on. So now I'm supposed to dump it over so that you can see about a quarter size of the fuel come through here. And then I'm supposed to light it. So I'm actually going to light it now. It's just starting to get dark, and it's really pretty out here. Got my fire going, but it keeps going out. I keep having to put little stuff on it. The wood just won't catch. It's just not dry enough. So I will sit out here for a bit, but I'm gonna get this going because I want to see how it works. And it's a good thing I started early because it's taken me hours to get it to where it is now. So peaceful out here. The peepers are peeping. I heard some music coming from my neighbors somewhere across the lake, but thankfully they turned it off or down, which is so nice. And just sitting here by the fire, staying warm. It's getting cold really quickly. I can already see my breath out here, so. Okay, so she said I'm just supposed to put fire to the spot, and it's gonna light. So it lit. Okay. Now I'm supposed to wait until the flame goes out. So it's gonna burn all over the top. I'm backing up because I don't like stuff with fire, with gas and stuff. Okay, so the flame just naturally went out, and it's warm. Like, it's really, really warm now. It's cool because there's no fire, but I guess somehow there's fire inside. I don't know how it works, but she said once the flame goes out, I can close the lid. Close the lid. It's cold on the bottom where the fuel is, but up here there's heat coming out. It's really neat. I'm excited to put it in my tent and see how warm it gets. So it's getting pretty cold out here. I can already see my breath, and the sun just went down about an hour ago. So I'm gonna go put this up in my tent and put a few things away, and I'm going to sit here by the fire for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to head to bed. Those are fireworks interrupting my loons. Just barely see them over the trees. I brought my thermometer, and it says it's 6.8 degrees right now, so the temperature really plummeted when the sun went down. It was about 14 earlier. I've been struggling with this fire all night, and of course now 5 hours later, it's finally going nicely when I'm getting ready to go to bed. Yes, I have a pot of water on the fire, and I have my hot water bottle because I'm a big wuss and I don't like to be cold. And even though I have that little heater in there, I just want to make sure that I'm not cold. It's already 6 degrees. It's supposed to go down to 2 or 0. In my experience, when it says that it's going to do that, it's usually colder. So I want to make sure I'm nice and toasty warm. So I'm going to fill up my hot water bottle and I'm going to head off to bed. Hey! Well, it's almost 11 o'clock. It's 4 degrees now outside, so I'm super glad that I have this heater because I don't like the cold at all, and I was really dreading it, and when I couldn't get the heater to work earlier, I was like, oh no, this sucks. But it's working. It's blasting out this heat. I've got the half of the front door open. Don't worry, there's lots of ventilation, and the awesome thing is that the cold air is coming in. It's getting blown in through the door, and then it's going over the heater, and then it's turning into warm air and blowing on me. So it's really great. Plus I have the hot water bottle, so I'm nice and toasty. I'm actually just wearing one of the performance shirts from the CamperChristina Love the Backcountry line, and I have a short sleeve and tank on. That's all. No fur hat, no Patagonia. 4 degrees. That's insane for me. So I'm super stoked about this little heater, and thanks again to Ken and Carol for giving me the Coleman heater for dummies walkthrough today, because I had so many problems, but it's all good. And super happy to be out on the water again, and paddling season has started, and I've got a lot of great trips coming up this summer, so I'm super excited. I can't wait. And that's it for now. Oh, good morning. It is Sunday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and this is the view from my campsite. I think that's the island there. You can barely see it. It's super duper foggy out. Basically, I can just see my site and nothing else. I have a very upset goose in front of my site. I think they were fighting. That guy got smocked. He keeps dunking his head under the water. Oh yeah, he's strutting his stuff. I was just about to move my kayak into the water, and I noticed my joey stick, I think that's what it's called, was not attached anymore to my boat. And you can see here, there's actually some ice on my boat. It is 0 degrees, so there we go. A little bit of ice. Brr. Well, I've been taking my time puttering around. Went to the bathroom 500 times because I'm wearing my dry suit. Moved some things around, put some things away. Still pretty foggy out, but it is getting better. And when the sun comes shooting through this fog, it's going to make some really nice videos. So I'm going to head out, and I think I'm going to head towards the falls and get some shots there. So off I go. This is my beautiful campsite from the water. It's really nice. Well, I did some fishing, but no luck. Didn't even get a bite, and I also discovered that fishing is not that great for my wrist. It's not feeling that great after yesterday. Better than I expected. I woke up in the middle of the night, I couldn't move it, but that's kind of normal, and it seems to be okay right now. I'm just at the base of the falls. Gonna get a couple of pictures and head back to camp. I am freezing, my hands are really cold. I did bring some gloves, but I just brought some really thin ones, and because the freezing fog this morning, my paddle was wet, so now my gloves are a little bit wet, and it's making them a little cold. So oh well. It's a beautiful morning out here, as you can see. There's the sun, and the fog is finally lifting, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm having a battle with myself right now. There's nobody out here. Everybody's still sleeping, and a huge part of me just says, go back to camp, pack everything up and go before the rush, because I know that the portages today are just going to be ridiculous. There's some baby loons out here. They're so cute. Baby geese. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Geese. No? Nothing? Okay. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Well, I'm back to my beautiful camp. My hands are very cold. I'm kind of cold. I left my hot water bottle that I just reheated around 4:30 in the morning when the heater shut off. So it's in my sleeping bag right now. So I think I'm going to take off my dry suit and put my nice warm fur hat back on and head up into my sleeping bag for a bit and read and relax and warm up. I brought a muffin as a snack for yesterday, so I think I'll just have that for now instead of cooking breakfast because I'm starving. And yeah, just gonna lie in bed for a bit. It's 8 o'clock. It's still super foggy out. And there's my friend the loon. And I'm gonna do all those things. Bye. Well, I'm all nice and cozy in my sleeping bag. My hot water bottle was still very warm and my feet were freezing, so I changed my socks, put on some dry socks and put the hot water bottle right on my feet, and I'm all zipped up to my waist. I've got my Patagonia on and my fur hat, so I'm nice and cozy, and I left the fly open so I could see outside and see when the fog lifts. Not that it matters, but it is making it very damp and chilly out there, and I'm gonna wait until it gets nice before I go out. So I have a book from my friend Eileen Jones, Rivers Running Free. It's actually a bunch of different canoeing stories by adventurous women, and thanks Eileen for the book. And yeah, it's very interesting. I'm on chapter 2, so I'm gonna sit here and read this and be nice and cozy and enjoy my relaxing Sunday morning. Cheers. So good. Well, I read, I laid down, I took a little nap. It's still really cold. It's still foggy out. I haven't heard any canoes or kayaks going by to leave yet. And I think I'm gonna go early. I'm just terrible at relaxing, and I really want to go paddling for a couple hours, but my wrist and my thumb is just really sore, and I just think it would be better to go home and get some ice on it and rest it for the rest of the day, upload my pictures and my videos, maybe work on my video a little bit, and yeah, unpack everything and put all my stuff away. So I think I'm gonna go now. It's basically either I go now or I'm gonna have to wait probably till 5 o'clock because it's just gonna be jammed in the parking lot, and I don't really want to carry all my stuff all the way up to my car because it's way up the hill. So I think I'm gonna pack up real quick and go. I don't even think I'm gonna make breakfast. I think I'm just gonna take off. So that's the plan. All right, well, it's almost 10 o'clock. I managed to get everything packed up in like 35 minutes and got my dry suit on. I'm just waiting to put the top half on. It's getting really warm, so I'm just going to do that last after I make this video and head out. I haven't seen any boats come past, so hopefully it's nice and calm at the portages and I can get through really easily and not get stressed out. I just don't want to battle people. It's not the reason that I come out into the backcountry. Well, hopefully it should be good. So leaving my site was a great site. Enjoyed it quite a bit, and super happy that I've started the paddling season. Yay! Nice mirror water to paddle on the way out. Beautiful. You can hear the falls roaring from here. There's a beaver. I don't know if you can see him, but I can. Oh, come on. There he goes. awesome. Get to see a little wildlife on my way out. Oh, here he comes. Hi, Mr. Beaver. Oh, he's going to hide. Bye-bye. Thanks for visiting. So this is great. It's nice and quiet. I saw a beaver, which I probably wouldn't have seen later when all the other people were coming out. And I'm here at the first portage all by myself, and I can just take my time and not to stress. So I almost feel like I'm out here all by myself, even though I know I'm not. So that's the feeling I want when I'm out here. Oh, my shoulder is bruised. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I am toast. I just did the waterfall portage, and I swear it's longer. My legs and my arms are just so tired. I am so out of shape. I'm glad I came and did this trip to kind of do as a warm-up. And I still haven't seen anyone, which is awesome. So I'm going to jump in the kayak and get to the parking lot portage. I might do 3 trips. I actually had to do 3 on this one, 2 bags each. The dry suit was cutting the circulation off on my wrist, and it was just killing me, so I took it down. I'm going to put it back on and then jump in the boat, and off I go. Now I'm just in the last little stretch here, and still nobody in sight, so I'm super happy about that. I'm going to take the kayak through first. Hopefully I can do it in one carry, and then walk up and grab my car and back it in quick before anybody comes, and load up and get on my way. And we're back. I'm super happy that I decided to leave this morning. I enjoy this. I didn't want to have to you know, feel like I was in a race, trying to get through with everybody, all trying to move their cars and pack their boats and get their gear on the portage, and it's just too small of an area. So I'm really glad that I headed out. I'm glad that I came out. Looks like I got some sun on my face, but it's probably just exhaustion because I'm really hot and really tired from lugging all that stuff over the portage. But I'll be in shape by September, October. I'll be a pro, just in time for winter again. This is the scene here at the parking lot. Goes all the way to the end of the road. Just crazy. Well, I made it. I'm gonna get my car. Hopefully nobody jammed me in so I can actually get out. And I'm gonna back down so I can put my boat on and pack my car up and get out of here. That parking lot is about to be one big cluster something. Wow. It started getting crazy, and just as I was leaving, I just finished up and took off, and there were about 4 cars loading. The guys that were loading up, they were all ready to go, and then someone blocked them in, loading up their cars. So I can see how that parking lot is going to be crazy today. I'm pretty sure I was the first one out, so I'm happy. It's noon already anyways. And as I was putting the kayak on the car and packing up, a guy named Mark came over, and him and his friend Ryan introduced themselves. They watched my videos, so I thought that was cool. That never gets old. And I look like I have a bit of a sunburn. I'm not sure if it's just from exhaustion, like from doing all the portages and carrying all the stuff, or if it's actually from the sun, but I guess it's time to wear sunscreen already, guys, so don't forget, and I will make sure to remember it on my next trip. Well, I'm all packed up and I'm ready to head home. So thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.